Hi everybody, foXnoMad here, and today I want to help you travel smarter by showing you a traditional Iraqi breakfast here in Baghdad. Baghdad is not a city that gets up early and where breakfast is not the most important meal of the day. But the place to get breakfast for locals, workers, and anyone up around 6 a.m. is here, Orfali's Kahi, owned by this man. So I'm standing outside of Orfali's, which is this small family-owned local shop which makes Kahi, which is a pastry that is just soaked in syrup and sugar, and it's very soft. It's almost like a croissant that's just been intensely sweetened, so it's very sweet. It's crusty pastry with the crusty top, and then the bottom of that is very soft, where they have all of the syrup has just kind of coalesced into the bottom. So I want to try one of these and give you a taste. Alright, so they're making everything fresh here with the dough. They're just kind of preparing that before it goes into the oven, and then it comes out, and then it's going to be drenched in the syrup, which is the final step. But it comes out of the oven and it comes out dry here. They're going to prepare the dough and make it into that little wrap that you see. And then once they do that, then it gets flattened, goes into the oven where they're going to make it and cook it in the oven. Comes out of the oven a couple of minutes later, so where it's just a little bit crispy on top and still soft on the bottom, and then it goes into the syrup plate. This is an incredibly efficient and fast operation because not only are kahis being made for all the customers eating here, but stacks of them are being ordered, packaged, and delivered all over Baghdad. Everyone from the oven to the counter works non-stop and so in sync that they can work around a vlogger filming in the cramped kitchen. Like a massive bowl of sugar where it gets that sweetness and it keeps a little bit of that softness. And most people here are just going to eat that either right outside or just inside the shop, where there are a couple of places to stand here and get something to eat. So they kind of have the dough sort of wrapped in this tight little ball, and then they are unwrapped and then flattened out and put on a pan prepared for the oven with a little bit of oil on top and the bottom, and I think that helps preserve some of the softness and some of the moisture inside. And the owner here is also behind this crowd right there at the counter, and he's the owner of this place. So the final step is they dip it in that sugar, and it's getting really crowded, so I'm just gonna get out of everybody's way now. The name of the game here is sugar, and lots of it. Prepare your pancreas, folks, because it's about to get nuked with glucose. Mornings are cool in Baghdad, and Orfali's Kahi is a warm introduction to the day. Right in the middle of the city, the Tigris River is a few blocks away, as is Tahrir, or Liberation Square. It's the center of Baghdad that's seen revolutions, demonstrations, and these days, an ominous police presence restricting access. As the morning goes on, the city comes to life around the square, and it's my turn for a Kahi. We're going to eat into this pastry, which is called Kahi here, which is basically this pastry that's dripped in absolute syrup. I mean, it's crazy sticky. So if I tear off a little piece of that, and it's crispy on the outside and soft on the inside. Oh, that's sweet. Let's drop a very thick syrup. It's honey. I'm gonna get sugar. And normally you have this with cream on top, but because we don't have any cream, because it's about 7 in the morning and all of the homemade cream inside is finished, it's done. This is kind of the bare bones version of it.
You can see the pastry is just really soft and flake soft. You can see just how sweet that is, how everything is just sticking to my finger there. Bottom part here is really thick, where all the sugar and just basically all that syrup has kind of coalesced in the bottom of the plate. This is the place that's by the side of the road. It's near Tahrir Square, which is kind of the main central point of the city, or one of the main central points in Baghdad. And the line outside is just absolutely full, so everybody is just waiting for this. This is a very traditional breakfast here. Basically, it's like a very sweet croissant almost. I don't know if I could eat this every day, but it's pretty good. Very relaxed, just people getting breakfast in the morning, getting ready to start their day. Well, today is Friday, so it's technically the start of the weekend. Weekends here are Friday and Saturdays. Throughout the day, it just gets more and more crowded. This is definitely a late night city. Alright, so that was an Iraqi breakfast, Kahi. I hope you enjoyed this video. I had a lot of fun filming it, and a guy just came out here and just gave me a kiss on the cheek, which was really nice. So, pretty awesome place. These guys are having their breakfast, getting ready to start their day. Thanks very much for watching. Make sure you hit the like and subscribe buttons down below. I'll have new videos for you every week, and I'll see you in the next video.